it's Sue, your not so crafty crafter. I'm back with part 2 of my room tour. I believe when we left off, we were right here, just going over the contents of my storage unit. Most of it is paper and my albums. This again is, actually this is an IKEA piece. I believe this was probably one of the originals. And what is that called? The Calyx, I believe it was. This was the original. It's not the remake. It's not the newer one. It's one of the original ones. And my son found it in our parking garage when we lived in Minneapolis. They had a room where you could, if you needed to get rid of something that was bigger than what would fit in the dumpsters, there was a room. And usually people put in like their old computers and their old TVs and stuff. And this was down there. And my son found it. It is missing a shelf right there, but that's why I'm able to stack more things in this bottom section right here. Anyway, that's that. We already went through all of that. So now I'm going to take you over to my desk. A little bit cluttered right now because I've been working on some stuff. This is one of the TV trays that I've redone. This is actually chalkboard contact paper. I put that on there, so I'm figuring if I'm doing something and I need to take notes or something, I can just make jot a little note down on that. This basket is from Hobby Lobby. I got it the end of last summer. It was a spring-summer find and it was 50% off. So right now I'm using it to store my ATG, my scissors, and some extra adhesive, the red line stuff, which I love using this stuff. And there's one right there on my lighter. I actually needed to use that the other night. It was storming so bad I turned some candles on because I thought I was going to lose power. Alrighty, this is just your basic office desk setup here. Pencils, protractors, stapler, pencil sharpener, tape. This houses all just office stuff. This has pens and flares and staples. This has paper clips and like the gold binder clips and the decorative clips for my planner. And then this has more pens, just colored pens for my journal. This is a Tupperware piece that someone gave me when I started selling Tupperware a few years back. And I used it at the time in my car to keep my business cards and some extra staples and things like that in, so I'd always have them if I were handing out catalogs. And I've reconfigured it to use it in this room. My Bible, an old date book I need to put away, some tape that needs to be put away. This is a 6-pack holder that I've just covered with some pretty paper, and it has all my markers in it and some altered pieces. This is a wood veneer that I've painted. I just love the glitter on that. It's so pretty. And then some paper clips. I love to do paper clips if I'm bored and I don't want to start a page or something. I'll rip out a few wood paper clips or wood hearts and stuff and paint them and then make clips on them. These are just your basic pens for journaling. My gelatos. This underneath here holds something. Oops, sorry, that was loud. This has my flare buttons that I make. I saw Adele on Inky Quill do this, I believe. And it's just the epoxy stickers. And when I get down to the very ends of my paper, I cut them out and I either do them in circles or hearts. And then I also do, like my glitter paper, I do in the tiny little gold hearts. So I love those cute little touches. So I just keep all of those right there so I know where they are. Otherwise, again, out of sight, out of mind, and that stuff doesn't get used. Nothing else exciting there, just some stuff I'm getting ready to work on. This is just a little, I don't know, pencil tray. I don't know what this is. I don't even know where I got it. But it houses a few of my sprays. I don't have a lot. And then just some pretty paint that I like to have on display because the colors are so vibrant. And this has some extra adhesive. I had it in that drawer over there, but it was having a hard time closing it, so I just put them in there. Some boxes I need to alter. My crystal dish that has some extra like scrap stuff that I want to use. Again, if I get down to the last pieces of paper, I cut them out and do something with them. Piece of vellum that I cut a butterfly out of, and I thought I would use that on use the negative on that on something. Some tiny word stickers in here. Some ephemera that there we go, my tiny phrases. And then some parts that just never made it to their original home. So now they're in my little glass dish and they're kind of pretty. This easel I've had, this one I just bought. And I'm just using them right now to display some cards that I've made. And then my baby wipes that I use to wipe down my work surface when I'm done. Picture of my son. Some paintbrushes and basic tools. My bone folder is back in there. Tweezers, scissors, E6000, paintbrushes, water. This cake dish is where I house what few cutters I have, what few punches I have. I don't have a lot. The Validate stamp. I think I have one of those. And then those are my punches. And then there's a few punches right here. An EK Success punch, butterfly punch, and a tag punch. And that's all for my workspace. Underneath there's some stuff. This black unit, again, something that's had many lives in my home. I repurposed stuff. You can see it's kind of nicked up and dinged. This is from IKEA. This was sold as a coffee table. And we did use it as such when we first bought it when we were in Minneapolis. And then we got a larger TV. We used it as a TV stand. That's actually had DVDs in it. It was actually an excellent TV stand. But I needed it more than the kids did for TV. So this is just a box. It's got some glitter glues in it. These are my acrylic paints. All of my watercolor items, including watercolor palettes, watercolor tubes, watercolor pencils. This houses my decorative scissors. This is all my planner stuff. My planners, I've got a couple of planners in here. I got the 2 happy planners, and then this is my crafting planner. And then this is stickers and stuff that I use. These are my washi. This one, I don't know where I got. This one I've had for a while. This one I got... This is the one I got at Harbor Freight. It was really inexpensive. And you get what you pay for. One side is latch is already broken. But there's my washi. You know, it's funny. A year ago, when I was making cards, I didn't even know what washi was. That's kind of scary. Because now I'm a washi addict. And then there's more washi here. Another whole one of these, loaded with washi. A lot of that washi, though, came from the Dollar Tree, so that's all good. My 2 cutters, and then in the drawer I have some more larger size paints and texture paste and my kids' paints that I actually use more than my son does. Some palettes, brushes, my gesso, and then over in this drawer I just have some supplies. There's some chalk pastels, oil pastels, and then my wax paper and aluminum foil and a big, it's actually a picnic dish, but I use it as a palette. It works really, really well. And I need to stand up, so this might take a minute. Oh my goodness. Getting old is not for the timid. All right, I also have my heat gun plugged in here. And of course, this is every crafter's nightmare. That bundle of wires. I keep telling my husband he needs to move that. That is our internet box there, our router, and it needs to go up there, but I gotta clean something. So and this is part of the reason I love my house. Look at that view. You can't really see much out there because the sun is shining so bright, but that's my side yard. That road is my driveway. Then I've got a whole canopy of trees that are starting to bloom. It's going to be so pretty. And I'm going to take you over here to my cabinet. Top of it, the basket holds some coloring books that I had taken out for the holidays and I never put them back. This is an artist kit that my older son bought me for Mother's Day last year. This has more coloring books and then all of my colored pencils. The gift tag that came with a birthday gift last year. I love that. A piece of scrapbook paper that I cut down just because I liked it so much. And then these two things are empty. Inside, I'm not sure if you're going to get to see very much because it's really dark in here. Oh, that's not too bad. All of my confetti glitter sequins for my shaker cards, fun foam, and then that has crepe paper and duct tape in it. I don't use it that often. Some mini frames, and this has loose extra elastic bands and staples. That has all my ribbon, which I need to find another way to store that because, again, out of sight, out of mind, and I'm not using it. Well, label maker, my Instax camera, all of my Mod Podge, and adhesives. And then this down here, just more tools. That has paintbrushes and foam brushes and stuff in it. Green binder is large die cuts that I got at Walmart in a paper pack. Blue one is stencils, and then there's just a box of cards that I've either made or altered. And then that on the bottom is just tools. It's like for junk journaling and art journaling. It's my texture tools, it's my sponges, it's my tissue paper, it's my napkins, all that kind of stuff. And that's all that's in there. The original tour, I spent a lot of time on this cabinet going through everything. Not much has changed. In fact, a lot of stuff has come out. This mirror is something that was here with the house, so we didn't take it down. My tripod for when I start doing real videos again. This is my work desk area, and that's where I do all my brainstorming. And then I'll show you a little bit of a peek here. This is my other window. Hopefully it's not too bright. That's my front yard. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Look at that tree. It's already got blossoms on it. It smells amazing. And then that field right there to the, it's actually west, but it's to the right of me, is our cow field. It's not our cows. It's a farmer that does all the farming around here. It's got a bunch of cows. I call them my ladies. They're awesome. This is, again, my work area. This is my most expensive investment in this crafting journey that I'm on. Isn't she beautiful? I bought myself the Cricut when it was on special back in the beginning of March on HSN. And I've used it a few times. I actually love it. So I just keep this. This is a cover that came with it, and I just keep it so it doesn't get dusty. Under here is just papers, personal papers. This is all of our personal files, and then this is just this junk. Mailing envelopes, file folders, business cards, mailing labels, all that kind of junk. And I can't, it's so heavy. I keep my Project Life boxes. Don't ask me why, but I do. Pre-made card bases or pre-cut card bases, pretty colors. My stash of more red line tape, and then just some poly bags. And these wheels go to that black piece. Excuse me. More cards. These are all envelopes on this side. Cards, and then these are all recollection card sets. That was that Thanksgiving fall collection I was talking about that was really limited. And I've actually worked my way through a lot of it, so that's cool. And then on the bottom, I just have my page protectors and then my Cricut mats down there. You can see them. So that's all that is. This desk was also a part of the house. It's one of those things that was too big to move, so we just left it. Not using anything on the inside, we're just using the surfaces. This is my new Canon Pixma MG7720. I love this. This was a display model. I got it for $29 at Staples last month, I believe. And I love it. So, and this is just a rack. I had two printers here. My husband took them. One was my HP wireless, and then the other was a Brother laser printer. And he has both of those. My radio, TV, my box of all my camera stuff. And then this is my next endeavor. This is my Stampin' Up! Bookcase. I recently signed up. I am now a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I just got my kit in a week and a half ago. So I've decided that I'm going to dedicate this space just to Stampin' Up! Stuff so that when I make my cards, I have all of my stuff together. And it'll be easier for me to list on my blog and on videos what I'm using because I know it all came in the same spot. This is going to be for my in colors for 2016 to 2018. I bought 2 packs of those with my kit. One thing I like about Stampin' Up! Is you get to choose your own kit and you can get things that work for you. So that was pretty awesome. Plus I signed up at a great time and I was able to get a couple of free stamp sets along with, you pay $99 and you get $125 worth of stuff. So that was pretty awesome. My Kindle, and then more of my son's graduation pictures from basic training. And then these are going to be, and then this is going to be reworked as I get stuff. These are the stamps I have from Stampin' Up! These are old Stampin' Up! Stamp pads. And I've had these a long time. Long time, like over 10 years. And they're still fairly juicy. And I don't have any re-inkers. These are also the in-color inks for 2016 to 2018 that match the paper. So I've been making a lot of tone-on-tone cards. That's something someone gave me, my photo printer paper. And then these are for my catalogs and my order forms and all the business supplies. And then this is going to be all the same. And then this is just a tote. You can see loaded with magazines. A friend of mine sent me some Happy Mail 2 weeks ago, I guess. I made a video and I messed up, so I had to delete the whole thing and I couldn't redo it because I had already put everything away. But one of the big things in the Happy Mail were all of these publications. They're kind of old, but there's still a wealth of information in there. And I've been going through them one at a time over the course of the past 2 weeks, and they've been amazing. There's even one in here called Working with Notions, and it's all the different kinds of doodads you can use, string and all that. And Heidi Swapp is one of the creators of the magazine. It was really cool. And seeing a lot of her stuff from when she was doing this back in like 2003. So really cool. And then my first paper pumpkin kit came with my kit. So that's my room for now. Oh, and this picture, I have to explain this picture. This is not our dog. This is another piece that came with the house. But that dog is just so pretty, and it's a hand painting, and I just love it. And I do believe that this sweet precious baby is buried in the backyard because there is still a flat marker out there for a dog. I could only imagine that it's this baby. She was obviously a very huge part of their life, so I decided to leave that picture up there. And then this is something my son made. This is a die cut that I decorated and collaged over. That's I'm thinking that's a what is that called? Where you blow up a balloon and put paper strips on it. I can't remember what it's called, but that's something my son did when he was younger in one of his art classes at school. So, and I've got the hanging there because he's just too cute. But this is it. This is my space. The best part of it is, of course, my gorgeous views. I can't wait for those trees to bloom. Thank you for spending some time with me. This video is actually running, so almost out of time. I've got like a minute and a half, but I'll do a quick pan around. Oh, I have to talk about this. My dear friend Paula sent me this from Connecticut. We went to school together, and I'm friends with her better half as well. And she sent this to me completely by surprise for Christmas. And I keep it here in my craft room because if I get chilly, I just throw it over my shoulders. So I actually love, love, love that. Great gift. So thoughtful. And I appreciate it so, so much, Paula. Hi, Paula. Hi, Greg. And I just want to give them a shout out. And again, just a quick pan out. My work area, my paper wall, my display center, and then all of my doodads. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep an eye on my channel because I'm going to start showing some of the things that I'm working on and maybe even try a few process videos. That's all I got for now. Take care. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.